What's up and welcome to this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Dungeon Master. Previously, on the search for Ciri. What'd you hit him with?
A mace?
Oh,
And it went straight for the uppercut on the dick.
okay, fair enough.
Like golf club swing. Fucking hell. I think that's 18.
18.
18.
Which one would you like to hit?
I'm going to hit Knob in the
You're going to hit Knob in the knob.
He's
And
on the
everyone around is like, boo, we like them. And the leader guy looks at everyone. He's like, calm down, everyone. Hobnob and Gob die every fucking week. We'll heal them up. They'll be back. Don't worry.
I can't wait to see Knob.
Do you know why I like chess?
It's slow and boring.
Because it's all about strategy. It's all about outwitting and outsmarting your opponent, and it's all about winning at all costs.
The man that let these guards of yours let us through, who is he?
The only person who knew where I was Radovid.
My face is going to change instantly, and I'm going to look at you.
Bastard sold me out. And you stand there with the orb, the device in your hand.
We've got the device, so there's one thing we got to do, though. We know where he was. Are we going to get a better chance?
We can certainly go and look.
So you head back to the restaurant and it's closed. There's nobody around. There's nobody there.
A missed opportunity.
But he's here. He's in the sea.
And how do you suggest we find him?
We don't need to.
He has a massive ship docked in the dock.
Aye. I knew he had to get here somehow. And
It was said that he is known if situations occur or a big witch is found or something, he would turn up, attend. And there's been some trouble, so he's decided he's just going to pop in and see what's going on. So his giant warship is in the bay, but so is a very large contingency of his army.
it's about time we started making that trouble that we talked about.
We got a few favors to call in.
Siggy Reuven, straight away. We're in the high end. We can do it. King of Beggars, easy as well. Also, our lovely witch friend. She'll be able to get us on that boat via teleport.
Or you going to speak to him? Does he know you want to kill him?
Not yet.
And least we forget, Caleb Menge, aka Doodoo, is currently in charge of the witch hunters.
Aye.
You've got a lot of different things that have happened to flip the script a little bit.
Aye.
So what would you like to do?
We need to get an audience.
That's
And
easy.
then, when we're in his chambers, we need to start a war. Outside.
Aye.
No help.
We
The King of Beggars and Caleb can make sure that the men are
busy.
distracted.
Aye. That means we have a Caleb Mengi that we can use as well to get in.
His trusted advisor is Head Witch Hunter.
We can use them. We can use all that.
Let's do it.
Aye.
So it's very late in the evening. So do you want to enact this the next day?
Aye, in the morning.
So from
Yeah.
the morning onwards, what are you doing step by step? What am I setting up? What is the plan? Who are we getting where?
So, Siggy Reuven,
So you go to see Dijkstra, Siggy Reuven.
Mhm.
Yep.
we go to see him. We notify him the fact that
He
it's time to call in the things.
he is well aware that Radovid is here. He
Aye.
saw the boat. He saw the militia that were with him.
Aye.
He knows he's here. What do you need from me?
We need trouble to start in the high end. If you can start in the high end,
I'll speak to Madam.
That'll drag them here, as far away from the docks as possible. And then we're going to start trouble in the low end. Split their forces, force them to disperse
Okay.
throughout the city, and then from there, we'll do the rest.
Well, it's come to my attention that the witch hunters may have flipped sides, as it were.
I want to smirk. Here.
So
I want to smirk when he says that.
the only people that would defend the city during a riot would be the militia he's brought with him.
Aye.
I see. Done. What time? How long do I have?
How long do you need?
Ideally a day's prep, but I can have rides started within hours.
We'll do a day.
day.
He's not going anywhere.
A day. He won't be going anywhere for a day or so.
So you leave Dijkstra. Dijkstra's going to talk to Madam Wildflower.
I want to say Madame Pomfrey, but I don't know
Madam
why.
Wildflower. She's going to organise the hiring revolts. Do you want him to speak to the King of Beggars as well? Dijkstra will just communicate.
Tell
with
him the
everybody.
plan.
And
he
then,
knows it.
before you leave, he turns to you and he goes, "I'll also tell Vernon."
I've completely forgot about Vernon.
Vernon Roach was the man you just met who pulled you out the sewer grates and took you to Radovid.
Aye. Well, all
He
right.
went, "I'll tell Vernon Roach of the plan."
So he knew. He's in his back pocket. Oh, look this. This is a good city for me.
So, yeah, the man who works for Radovid is also.
Aye.
So, what would you like to do while they're doing the organising of the rioting?
Something else might be quite helpful. Dijkstra, you've got a giant rock golem.
I do. He can go into the streets and cause as much havoc as anybody else.
Don't let people die. Just
I'll
as many as we can.
try.
You know, as many as we can prevent.
Of course.
You know, we just need to get them to move away from the ship. We probably need, I would say, 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Are we drawing him off his boat?
No, we're drawing his guard away from the boat.
Right. He will still obviously have people.
We
He's
know.
not going to let everyone leave his side.
We'll get by them.
Okay.
We can deal with that.
He owes
Also,
me a favor.
can you contact the witch? She's with the King of Beggars.
Marigold.
Get her to go to our house address.
Done.
She knows where it is.
So he's doing all of that. Anything you are doing specifically yourselves, or are you just waiting for the riots?
Witcher,
Yeah,
what do you
I'm gonna-
need?
Nothing. I'm gonna have a
so
wash.
they're going to wait until sunset the next day for the riots.
We need to go and speak to Caleb Mengi.
Yeah.
Yeah? You go, so morning of the riot day?
Aye.
Okay, so the morning of the riot day, you turn up at the Witch's Fortress, the one you went to before. Present yourself at the gate. The guardsman puts up no resistance. He basically says, "I'll go and speak to Caleb." Goes in, comes out, and is like, "Yes, Caleb will see you." You go in and you walk into the very familiar office. Still a stain on the floor.
So, one thing I want to... it's not retcon, but before we went that day,
Yeah.
Triss would have turned up at our house.
She would have, yeah. Is there anything specific you want her to do?
I want her to teleport into Caleb's place when we go. To join us in that room with Caleb.
Oh, what, to meet with him as well? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, she'll just walk there. She doesn't need to teleport. She'll just
Hey.
turn up at the same time.
Does Triss... When I speak to her, I'm going to say,
The
you've
only
got
thing
some...
Triss has requested is that she be present.
You've got some revenge. That you... I'm pretty certain you've got that.
There
In
is.
your
There,
back
there are.
pocket.
There are things that I would like to do. Yes.
When we get on the boat, can you teleport in?
Better yet, can you teleport out?
Both. That's what I'm thinking.
I've heard rumor that one sister joined Radovid's side. she may block me from entering the boat directly.
That's fine if we got rid of that said sister.
But I hear she never leaves his side. She's one of his advisors.
We're going to get that close.
Very well.
We need to remember that when it comes to the plan. We need to take her out first. Because it gets us out. There's no point getting in if we can't get out, Witcher.
So you turn up at Caleb's office.
Aye.
He looks exactly as he did before, except this time you notice a big scar running down the side of his face.
I'll let you do the introductions this time.
This is the doppelganger, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Triss is there as well. He as you get there, he's already sitting there talking to Triss. She arrived earlier than you did. And they seem very familiar with each other.
Yeah, I'll walk up and I will just stare at him.
And you can see the face of Caleb Menger, the man that you killed.
I'm just gonna
Laughing, smiling. Just the only other tell is he's got a scar running down the
Yeah.
side of his face.
That makes me uncomfortable.
And he looks over at you and... I don't know you. Same voice as Caleb Menger as well.
The man you stole that face off did. This will take some getting used to.
It normally does when I do this sort of thing. But this time it's a welcome change.
You're willing to help us? You know the plan, I'm guessing. Triss has let you in.
All of us humans, and I know I'm not a human, I'm a monster, but we were at least safe and welcome here once before, and well, not welcome if people knew what I was, but it was easier for me to hide before.
Well,
I want that. I want peace. I want quiet. And you also realise this isn't the one that you met before, because he didn't recognise you.
no, he's not the doppelganger guy. Close, though. They all look the bloody same, technically.
Well, they can look whatever they want.
They all look the same underneath, though.
Yes, they do, yes.
Right. So, the riots and that are going to start at 11. We need to be getting to the boat at 11. We want them to clear out.
I should be able to walk you on.
Perfect. We only need you.
Radovid will want me on the boat by his side.
Perfect.
But I will tell you this, Witcher, I am not a fighter.
We don't need you to fight.
Just don't get in my way.
That I can do. Just come with me. Meet me at the docks. I'll walk you on.
That would be appreciated. And I will offer to shake its hand.
He shakes your hand. Do you have anything silver on you?
But my sword.
No, that's fine. That's all right. Because doppelgangers are really
Allergic.
allergic to silver. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll grip his hand a bit too tight as well.
Yep. He feels that.
And then let go.
So, we're agreed. Triss, I understand that.
It's all in place. The three of us and Dudu will walk onto the boat. Dudu, he undersells himself. He can at least handle himself. He knows he's not a fighter, but he will be able to contribute.
Caleb, or Dudu, you're witch hunters.
They will pretend to be helping with the riots, but not actually helping.
If they could maybe disrupt or slow down the efforts.
That's the idea. They're
Aye.
going to slow things down, not really help.
Aye. Maybe a couple of fires as well would probably help.
Easily done.
Aye.
There's some places in the slums that can go up.
Near the boat.
That could be done. We can start some fires at the docks.
Makes sense.
That's
It
fine.
would draw away even more people. from his boat, even his protection, would want to.
Done.
That gets that all dealt with. How many men are we looking at here? You should know.
He has brought with him a unit. I don't know the numbers, but there's not loads. He never usually brings too many with him anyway. He feels safe here.
Good.
So you leave.
All the pieces are in place, Witcher. Let's see if we can flip that board on him.
Time goes by.
So
And eventually, so slowly, and eventually, you're playing a waiting game. You're sitting, I would say, in a pub by the docks,
Aye.
waiting for the time to tick over, and I would say fiddling with the orb that you've collected as well,
Yeah.
having a look at it. You know how to activate it, and eventually, bells ring out across the entire city. And you hear people shouting and screaming, "Fire! Fire!" And everything just erupts in chaos. You can see out the window of the pub. There are people in cloaks and hoods and everything running around with torches and blades and just chaos is erupting. Fires are bursting everywhere. The city is in utter chaos. And you can see out the window witch hunters running around. And then, eventually, as you're waiting a little bit longer, just before you make your move, you start seeing men in red armor dispersing out. And you can see them running past the windows. And you realize that Radovid's men are obviously moving.
There we go, Witcher.
And Triss
I'm
and Caleb, who have been sitting with you, Caleb looks at you, or Dudu. He looks at you and he goes, "Let me handle this. I'll get us on the boat." And you walk out of the pub, and it's a very short walk to this massive warship. And there's only one gangplank. And there's a guard standing at it. And he sees Caleb walk over, and the guard stands to attention to Caleb Menga. And Caleb looks at him and goes, "We're here to see Radovid. He's going to need our help." And the soldier's like, "The city is in chaos. What are you doing?" And Caleb's like, "We're here to see Radovid to resolve that." And the soldier's, "This is all above my station." And he steps aside, and you walk up the gangplank. And as you walk along the gangplank, just give me a flat D20 roll. Both of you. So, right.
4.
Okay. So both of you don't know why, but you feel an overwhelming sensation wash over you that you just don't want to do any harm. You don't want to hurt anyone. You just want to talk to people, be friendly. You feel no violence in your body at all. And Triss turns to both of you and, "This is the doing of the witch. This feeling we're all experiencing, it's a spell. We can do no harm while it's active. I will try to do something, but you'll need to distract him while I try and counterspell this. It's not easy. And if he sees that I'm with you, it's going to get even more tricky."
We can do this.
She's currently obviously cloaked. She's not revealed her face or anything.
Aye.
So you make your way through the ship. There are soldiers dotted around on this ship everywhere. But you just march straight through them. None of them really pay you heed. They're all actually looking off at the city that's burning in the background behind them. That's all they're doing. And you walk up to the office and you open the door to the main quarters of the ship. And you see the man that you saw at the restaurant sitting at his chair at the desk. Only this time a crown is upon his head. And he looks at you. He's in his red tunic. And he just looks up at you and he goes, "You're back again. I know you two from the other day. What business do you have now? I gave you Horson Jr., did I not?"
No, you did. and we ended his life per your instructions.
So
and
you've come to
request.
cash in a favour, or
I've come to talk your ear off a little bit. It's not often I get to meet a king.
right?
I'm quite humbled by the encounter.
And you can see over his shoulder there's a black cloaked figure standing over one of his shoulders, and then over the other shoulder there is a man dressed in full armour.
I'll walk further in.
You walk further in. He actually gestures to the chairs in front of him.
And I'll offer to shake the king's hand.
He shakes your hand.
Um,
And then he looks at Triss. You with the cloak. Who... I don't know you. Who are you?
I'm one of my companions.
She stays quiet.
Um,
You can hear, because you're closer to her, you can hear her. She hasn't stopped saying, doing something. Words are just flowing from her mouth in a whisper.
and I'll... just as I go to sit down, I'll stop myself, stand up again, and go, I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting, though, have we? You're quite a sizable man.
And you're talking to the
the
guy over
guard.
your shoulder. He says nothing, and Radovid looks over his shoulder. Unfortunately, very strong, but very stupid. He is dumb. He
Does stupid
cannot-
have a name?
We call him the Mountain. And he is the size of the mountain from Game of Thrones. He is huge. He doesn't talk. My bodyguard.
You could do worse. And I'll look over to the left of him. Who's the cloaked figure you've got?
And she takes down the black hood, and you see another beauty before you. Stunningly beautiful, black, flowing hair. She reminds you somewhat of Yennefer, but it isn't Yennefer. My name is Marbella,
Pleasure.
and you can see she's got scars on her face, though. The beauty is tainted slightly.
I bet those have some good stories. That's your...
And she winces a little bit, that you've noticed. An unfortunate accident. I get hurt sometimes in the line of duty, and she glances down at Radovid. And you can tell something's off.
I'll open the chest
Yeah.
just to show scars.
And she sees your scars.
Me too.
I'm aware of the troubles witches have. I'm stuck.
What do you think of our kind?
A noble profession to slay monsters, as was ours when we were together, me and my sisters. And Radovid, you hear him just sort of, and she shuts up.
King, your opinion. What do you think of us witches and witches? I'm just buying time here.
No, that's all right.
Witches are
I imagine you doing it really
an
slowly as well.
anomaly. Witches are an anomaly.
Anomaly.
Witches are an anomaly to me. You are human, but not. I bear no grudge to witches because you have a purpose. You slay monsters. You deal with jobs that others don't want to do, and you're somewhat human. I have no problem with that. You see, the human race is a superior race, and thus should be treated so. The other races, and he looks at Dimdish, the other races are beneath us, and should know their place. And as for witches, they are just a danger to the world, and he looks at the witch over his shoulder. Some have uses, but uses dry up eventually, and she winces. I don't believe anyone should hold the sort of power that witches hold. magic is too dangerous, too unpredictable. Magic can harm and kill thousands, and I don't believe that's right. I believe things should be governed and controlled. There should be law and order, and nobody should be more powerful than anybody else. I look for true... Triss is she's still murmuring. I believe in true equality, Witcher. Everybody on the same level.
As long as they're human.
As long as they're human. The rest should know their place.
Why do you feel they are beneath you? And I'll say you, not us. I want to get across that I am not human.
The elves ruled long ago and then rebelled against the humans that they had partnered with. The elves were a problem. One minute they were peaceful and the next minute they decide to turn against us. And then the dwarfs joined them, and all the races turned on the humans in the Great War that was a long time ago. You wouldn't remember the Great War, but he's talking history. He wouldn't know. He wasn't born at that time either. We all know of the Great War and the fact that the non-humans turned on the humans. You would be aware of this as well. They did. And now they think that they deserve that equality for the pain they caused to the humans. And now, all of a sudden, because the humans are greater in number and now they're worried, they're even more of a threat to us. Because once again, another war could erupt. The humans, we're far greater in number. We have far more power than the non-humans do now. It's only a matter of time before they uprise again. I'm just quelling it quickly.
Spoken like a king.
I look after my people.
Is Triss done yet?
The field has dropped. And the witch over Radovid's shoulder
sees it.
She reacts. She looks over at Triss. And there's a moment between them when they're looking at each other. And the Triss on Radovid, and the witch on Radovid's shoulder begins to stretch her hands out. And you've seen it enough times to know what a portal looks like when they're trying to cast it. And you can see that she's slowly forming a portal. And this is the one behind Radovid's shoulder.
Aye.
Instantly.
I've got one thing before we start, because it's going to happen. King. You remember yesterday in the courtyard?
The restaurant?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. Dimdish, wasn't it? Yes, I
With the chess game.
got hold of your name. Yes.
How did that end?
I always win. I will beat Emperor Emir. Numbers mean nothing.
Did it cause a problem?
A move I had not foreseen, but yet when is upon me I can deal with.
Something... I feel like we've traded on that. Because you, without knowing it, I believe, King, you did something to me and the Witcher that we didn't foresee. But 5 days ago. And I feel like it's time that I got my counter move. And we're gonna fucking start.
Okay.
So as she's opening the portal,
Yes.
Ard.
Her?
All of them. I'm just literally right in front of me. I'm just going to send all of them.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I'll give you surprise attack. So I'll allow you to cast Ard.
What does
that
that
Okay.
Just roll to hit. It's a force push.
Yeah, 10 foot.
He's going to try and blow them all backwards.
Stop her
Well,
opening the portal.
He's going to stop her from
Just
doing whatever
knock
she
them
was
on their
doing.
feet,
He's going to try and
whatever.
He's going to try and take Mountain off his feet, and then he's going to try and knock Radovid off his chair.
We're at the table, right?
Yes.
We're sat down at the table, right?
Yes.
I'm ready. I'm already
You
ready.
two were sat down, and then Caleb and Triss were standing behind you.
Awesome.
What do you want me to roll for Ard?
It's just roll to hit, isn't it?
A flat D20? Am I doing...
Yes, do a flat d20.
16.
Yeah, that hits all of them. Yeah, you notice Radovid is wearing what probably light armor under his
It does.
gear.
It's only 1 damage.
1 damage. So, as you say your piece, Dimdish, the Witcher just raises his hand and just blows out a force in front of him. And you see the witch, Marbella, she goes flying backwards. You see the mountain get pushed back. He doesn't fall over, though. He just gets pushed back. Almost like he's just strong-holding against it. He puts his arms up and he just slides backwards. And Radovid just goes flying off the back of his chair.
Good.
His crown hits the floor, dings, and rolls off.
Good.
Roll initiative.
That's what I like to see. Oh, bollocks, that's the mountain, though.
Yeah, it is.
Out of game for us, Grayson. What's the likeliness that this elf is just going to run? This witch.
Yeah.
She's got to go, right?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
No.
Well, I have her.
Alright, get the fuck out.
I just needed to stop her from opening the portal.
Right.
Velimir, as always, you go first.
Do I?
You do.
Um,
The mountain got pushed backwards, so I've put him back down in the order.
Oh, okay.
Plus,
Is Radovid in armour, or
Yes.
is he in finery?
well, he looks like he's in fine clothes. You don't know what's on underneath them.
Is it like a king's garb and robes and everything like that?
It is, yeah.
But,
It's like a. It's
is it
a,
like
a
King
fine,
Theoden?
a fine
Like-
red tunic.
Is it like Theoden in his chair and he's got...
Yes.
He's got armour underneath, but it's like a ceremonial armour rather than a
Yes, it looks like he's wearing ceremonial armor.
linen, which is good, because ceremonial armour...
You're also aware that a force push with a 16 roll hit all of them, so that'll give you some sort of insight.
I am going to go straight for the mountain.
It's a good choice. Well made.
I mean, that's his guy. If we're going to fight in this, it's going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got my guy. You better hope
It's an 11.
better hope I don't get a natural 20 on what I'm about to do.
An 11 does not hit the mountain.
Of course it fucking doesn't.
I am going to action surge.
Yep.
There we go. 23.
That hits the mountain.
It still tells me nothing.
13 damage.
Okay.
I want it to be like Ard leap over the table while he's still stood up.
Yes.
Just blocking this wind, and I'm just...
Yeah, you just bring your sword down.
Yeah.
And it just, I'm going to say, it sort of embeds into his arm as he holds his arm up over his head.
I know we're in initiative. I know we've got the actions and that, and I know you've done a surprise action, and it's blown them all back, hasn't it?
It has, yes, yeah.
I want to get up, get round the table, get to the elf woman.
To Marbella?
Yeah.
Yep.
Walk up to her, or run up to her in a non-threatening way. Look her dead in the eye. Run.
And that's your turn.
That's mine.
Triss has done what she did before. You see her hands glow green, and
Yeah.
you know she's cast a silence spell on the room. Mm-hmm. Radovid
He's actually quite a good fighter as well, by the way.
stands up, gets himself off the floor. He walks over and picks his crown up, wipes it with his sleeve, and puts it on his head. That's his turn. Next up is Dudu, who does nothing.
Yeah.
Dudu just stands there. He's not going to do anything. And then Marbella, the elvish witch. She looks at you as you say run, and she stretches her hand out into a portal and steps through.
That's what I wanted.
And you see Radovid glance over as she does that. as if I'll remember that sort of look.
No, he won't. Literally, me and you were thinking the same thing. No, you won't.
Next up's the mountain.
Of course, the mountain.
He looks down at his arm that you embedded your sword in, and he sort of grunts. So he takes out a massive warhammer, and he just tries to bring it down on you. 14. No. So he swings and misses, but as you step aside, you feel the force of this blow as the air goes past you. You know this man is unnaturally strong. You're up next.
I'm up next. Axie. On the mountain.
Son of a bitch. It's in conflict. Roll at disadvantage on that one, because it's during conflict.
It's a saving throw.
Yeah.
It's his charisma, plus 10.
I'm going to give
Oh,
him
he's got to beat my charisma, plus 10, which is a 13.
So he's got to beat a 13. I'm going to give him advantage on this, because it's in combat. That's a natural
Fuck
20.
me, these
How many
dice.
hats has he had?
3.
So your spell cannot get in. Probably because he's fucking airhead and he's got no mind of his own at
He's
all.
dumb as shit.
He's dumb as shit. You find nothing to cling on to with your spell. He seems like he is just an empty shell of a man. There's no personality in there at all. He's almost like he's just a fucking robot. That was your bonus action. It was a nice idea, though, because had it have worked, you could have got him on board. He would have been charmed.
I'm going to drink a Thunderbolt potion as my major action.
Okay. That's extra attack bonuses, isn't it?
Yeah, plus 2, my proficiency, which is a plus 3.
So you uncork, you pop open a cork and chug a Thunderbolt potion. Dimdish, you're up. You just see Marbella step through the portal after you told her to run, and you witness Radovid walk across the room and pick his crown up.
I'm going to do the same as what I did in the other place. Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Puts down a 15 feet blooming cone, and I'm allowed to choose the people who it hits and it doesn't. Well, I've already chose them. They're literally, you know who they are.
Radovid and Mountain?
Well, the people that it won't hit is
Yeah,
the rest of the party.
Yep.
So they're going to take the damage.
So what's the saving throw?
So it is a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
And it's a 14, sorry.
So the Mountain fails.
The man has a 1, I swear.
And so does Radovid. They both fail.
Cool, they're both going to take... if you want, you can roll this. It's fine. One or the other. It's 4d8s.
Just roll it on your app.
That's 13 damage each. And that's
13.
Yeah, and that's perpetual. If they fail every time, then I get a roll. It lasts for 10 minutes.
Trista's turn. She's just going to maintain her spell of silence on the room. Then it's Radovid's turn. Now, he notices, for the first time, he's actually genuinely been damaged. And he felt the spell. What does it kind of do? Radiant damage, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he felt that hit. And he looks over at you, Dimdish. You shouldn't have done that. And he flings a dagger out at you.
Surprise me. Are you fuck off?
You need to roll properly. Your rolls are...
You leave my roll alone, man. Natural 20. His dagger hits.
Of course it does.
14 damage. As you notice that the dagger is tipped with poison.
Of course.
And you're going to have to give me a constitution saving throw to see if you get poisoned as well. You're looking for a 13 or above.
12. So I am poisoned.
So you are poisoned. So you'll take 1d8 poison damage.
1d8.
Yes. Afterwards. You've already taken it just now.
I was about to say.
Doodoo does nothing. Doodoo probably... Look, let's be honest. Doodoo probably won't act until it's necessary, or if he thinks things are going a bit fucking...
sour.
Yeah. So he's not going to get involved. Marbella is no longer in the fight, and therefore it's the Mountain, who tries to bring his warhammer down on you again. Would you like me to roll better, Lee?
Roll you one.
17.
Yeah, that is.
So he cracks you with his warhammer. 18 damage. As he slams the warhammer down onto your shoulder. 'Tis but a flesh wound.
It is but a flesh wound.
And it's your turn.
Ish. That's fine. My turn. Cool. I'm just gonna swing at them. I like that. With an 18.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm a
16
dwarf.
damage. Hold on.
16.
You're going to like this, by the way. You can tell I've been looking at my...
No, it's a 2.
You can tell, by the way, I've been looking
Yes,
at my...
16 damage.
16 damage.
So, I'm not poisoned. Because I can't be poisoned.
Dwarfs immune, are they?
Yep. I have dwarven resilience.
Not to archgriffin poison.
I mean, it's literally like any poison.
This is The Witcher. This isn't D&D.
Okay.
Remember the woman that you couldn't heal because she was poisoned by an archgriffin gland? Yeah. Yeah, it's he uses a special kind of poison, an archgriffin gland poison. I wonder where he got that from. No, I'm checking.
Imagine.
That was Nilfgaard that told that.
Imagine, that'd be brilliant.
Imagine if they traded
It's
it.
got
and
all the way back to
Yeah,
me.
it's literally
Finally, actions have consequences.
I sold the wagon. The wagon was bought by somebody else with the gland in it, and then the gland's made its way to Radovid. Radovid's used it on his blade. This has then been used on Dimdish.
We've come full circle.
Yeah, you'll go.
Let me just deal with this.
You'll roll a Constitution save every round to stop the poison anyway. So
I'm just going to protection from poison.
yep, that's fine. I'll allow that.
That's a cast where I get to remove one poison from myself.
I'll allow the removal of it. Yeah.
Cool. But something I can do. I don't know whether to do it now though. I might have to do this. I'm gonna heal the poison.
Yep. So you place your hands on the.
You've
the
been hit
wound.
though, haven't you? Good. I cast mass healing word as well. Get to choose.
Is that a choice of who you
yes,
heal, or is that just an
up to
AoE?
6 characters of my choice?
Of your choice. That's fine.
So you call out the words restoration up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Regain hit points equal to. I'll let you know what it is. So you get 11 hit points back.
Boom, boom.
And I'm no longer poisoned.
Done and done. Dimdish doing cleric duty.
I'm doing
For the first time.
I'm doing my job. All right.
Trista's same as always.
Yep.
Nothing.
Radovid charges at you with a short sword.
Of course he does.
The witch is busy.
I'm a little busy at the moment.
13.
No.
Misses. So Radovid runs at you with a short sword, takes a swing, and misses. You move out of the way. Mountain takes an upward swing to try and basically uppercut you with his warhammer.
Into the ceiling.
15?
Mm-hmm.
He hits.
Does he?
So he cracks you in the chin with an upward swing. Huh?
He's got less armor than me.
Yep.
You are a cleric. You probably need to be clad in armor
I do
because you
need
are
to be.
squishy.
And I'm hairy as well. That's like an extra 1 AC as well. I'm a squishy cleric.
That's the one I want to roll, not that one.
He's rolling hundreds.
11 damage. So what you got healed for, he clobbers back off of you again.
That's all right. Up and down. Yeah.
Velimir, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna swing at him again. I'm just gonna
Oh,
fuck
shit.
this dude up.
You know what we forgot
Cut
as
the
well?
mountain down.
How are you going to do
25.
thi- sorry.
Yeah, that hits.
17 damage.
17. It's a good hit.
Hey, the mountain. Small.
You are hacking and slashing this giant
Literally.
behemoth of a man.
It's scrappy, but it's
So
working.
it is your turn. What does it do?
It does. You have to do the 14 wisdom thing. Roll for both of them.
Is this just a continual effect thing?
10
Yeah,
Do you
10
not
minutes.
have to maintain concentration?
No, it is once it's done, it's done.
Okay.
It's a instantaneous.
It's hard to see these.
2.
Two.
3.
Okay, yeah, no, neither save.
Both of them fail or save?
Yeah.
Failed.
Both of them failed.
Both.
19 damage then each.
Yeah.
This is one of my top spells, though, to be fair. Like, clerics are OP.
Okay. Goes all the way through to Radovid, who, being injured, he doesn't look that injured, but you've hit him again with the spell, and he's not a happy man. He takes a swing with his short sword again. 16.
Yeah, well, it hits just.
Just. The short sword is not poisoned, so you're going to get away with that. Because
Hey.
you've got rid of that.
That's 10 damage, though.
That's 10.
Plus 5, so 15 damage.
15 fucking damage. What is this? A giant fucking monster that I'm attacking?
It's a king.
It's not the same thing as a bloody giant monster. He's hitting for 15 damage.
15 damage as he slices through you with his short sword.
Cool.
Can you let me know if you ever get near to dipping below, to actually going down?
I'm almost there.
Okay,
Right.
well, just let me know if a blow is about to send you there.
My go?
Mountain.
Mountains go.
I know where you're doing that.
I'm just going to roll a 50-50 here because Radovid's being injured and Mountain's job is to protect him. So is he going to change his mind and attack Dimdish? That's the question. Highs or lows?
Highs?
Okay. Oh, it's right in the fucking middle. All right. Try again. Odds or evens?
Odds.
Evens.
It's evens. He's going to go for you.
Sounds about
So
right.
he sees Radovid is getting attacked and he's like, boss. And he lumbers over. You get an attack of opportunity as he leaves your range.
28.
You hit him on the way through.
For 12 damage.
Woo!
No.
He doesn't catch a blaze. He lumbers over to you and he brings the warhammer down to try and squash this dwarf. It's an 18.
His.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
I was about to say,
Where's the-
40 fucking damage, fuck off.
Is that the one? Yeah.
He rolled that and that was 40. I was like, fuck
Ooh,
off.
it's a 2.
There's a 2.
And a 6. 9.
9.
9.
Mm-hmm.
18 damage.
I'm almost dead.
Are you down yet?
No.
No. Okay, so he smashes you over the head with his warhammer.
That's 3 hit points I'm on.
Okay. Velimir, you see, you did your best. You slashed him as he ran past you, but you are now basically pursuing him as he smashes Dimdish, who wasn't expecting it, over the head. Might be time for old Doo-Doo to come into this fight.
Nah.
Is it my go?
Yes.
Yeah. I am gonna come running over and just swing. Like, run by and fucking slice this dude.
Oh, you want to? Yeah, you want to like cut him on the way past.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that was already damaged.
Oh no, he's getting into it. No, don't worry. He wants to cut this man down.
Of course he does.
23
Yeah, that hits.
for 15 damage. Come on, you motherfucker. Where are you?
You're gonna try and set him ablaze.
Oh yeah,
Which one is it?
He's fucked.
he's a mountain, but he's become more of a mole. Ooh.
He doesn't catch a blaze, but that slice was deep, and you see him falter a little bit as you cut through him. Radovid.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Triss is maintaining. Oh no, it's you. It's you.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
about to say, it is
Dimdish.
me.
It's old
I was about
Dimdish.
to say, I'm getting fucking pounded without any fucking recourse here.
It's old Dimdish.
Oh, he's going down.
Dimdish, you're up.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna like, that hurt. Heal yourself. For 35.
For 35.
I told you clerics were OP.
Yeah, but how many
There's,
spell
life.
slots are you got?
One.
All right.
I used
okay.
that
One.
once.
All right,
What
yeah,
level-
yeah.
That's
what level
not-
is it?
That is preserve life, which is actually a feature. It's not even a spell.
Haven't you got to be like dead to preserve life, or is
Read
it
it.
just
Mm-hmm.
no more than half its hit points though?
Yeah.
So what's your full hit points?
39, so I can...
So you go to half of that.
I can get 20.
Yeah. So it takes you back to 20 HP. Yeah, that's
but
fine.
that's 17, so I'll heal for 17. I've still got another 17 in my back pocket. We'll go back down to 1.
Radovid tries to stab you as you're healing yourself.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's a 19. He hits. He stabs you again. They've gone for the squishy dwarf.
Yeah,
15.
For 15 again, so back down again.
He jabs his blade back into your gut again. Velimir, you are, I would say, panicking because these two men are just wailing on him and you're doing your best to cut the mountain down. You know you're doing damage, but your friend here is getting bashed.
I mean, I'm holding the line. I'm like a tank at the moment.
And the mountain brings his hammer down on you once more.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 17.
I'm dead then.
Unless I roll incredibly poorly here.
No. No, literally no. I'm dead.
Wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
Go on.
About 2 3s in there.
13.
No, well, I'm down.
So, this is what you see, Velimir. As the mountain is about to bring his hammer down on Dimdish, you see this bright flash of light come from his ring. And he's gone. That's it.
So he just hits the floor.
He's not
No,
there
the hammer.
anymore. The hammer, yeah, it just comes down and smashes through the bottom of the boat. Dimdish is gone. It's your turn.
Cool.
The mountain is fucked.
Big swing, big.
I'll come to you when it's time.
16.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, just. Yeah,
fucking hell.
you just hit. Are you going for mountain?
Yeah.
Yes, cool.
14 damage.
Dead. How do you want to do it? As your friend
He's
just
taller than me.
I'm going to say the blinding light of Dimdish disappearing, the mountain and Radovid are both like they're blinded for a second, and that's when you strike the mountain.
He's taller than me, isn't he?
He is
Like a lot.
at least a foot taller.
Cool. I want to, because I'm coming from behind him, because they were facing.
Yes, they were.
Dimdish.
Yeah, they were both bearing down on him.
As he's swung down and hit the floor, I've jumped on his back,
Yep,
stood up on the shoulders, and just drove through.
down the spine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
then
you just bury your
literally
blade to the hilt.
Ride him to the floor and step off.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
We'll come to Dimdish later. Dudu is going to step in at this point, and he's going to charge at Radovid. And seeing Dimdish disappear has spurred him on. He hits Radovid.
Fucking A. Go on, Dudu.
He runs in. He runs in with
Headbutt.
his sword. He's got Caleb's sword. He drives it into Radovid.
1.
That was a 7.
Oh, was that a 7?
Yeah. So he does. I'll give him a +5. So he does 12 damage to Radovid as he drives his sword into him. As he does it, you see his visage flicker as well, Dudu's. And Radovid notices it as well, and you see him scowl. Because he notices that this is not Caleb Menge, and this is the first time he's seen Caleb Menge attack him as well, and he knows something's not right. Triss is going to do what Triss always does, and we're going to go back to you.
I'm just going to fucking hack at this dude.
You're going to go for Radovid now.
Yeah.
Killer King.
25.
Oh, yeah, you hit. Yeah, without a doubt. Do you set him alight?
That's a 9.
You set him ablaze. So as you slash across Radovid, he just erupts in flames. Roll a 1d10 as well to fire damage. Yeah.
Grayson, it's perfect.
Triss went up in flames.
Yeah.
Ren went up in flames.
It's a 1 from the 1d10.
One fire damage. He's quite fire retardant.
But he stays on fire.
He wildly swings at you in retaliation.
Because he's on fire. Great, now he's a
Yeah, I mean 17 plus
Oh,
plus
it
a
hits.
7 he has
It
to hit.
hits.
So
7.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Mine's a +9.
he does 15 damage as his blade buries itself into you. He is wildly hacking and slashing at this point, though.
No, it's old
So
hack
he
and
just
slash.
he's on fire, so he's kind of panicking.
That'll do
No, I'm
it.
panicking now. I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna lose my throne.
I start looking a bit worse for wear here.
Okay.
Not massively,
No. Oh, and
but
Dudu's gonna run in and
A
take
little
another
sweat.
stab.
Is that a 1?
that's a 1.
Yeah, he doesn't hit. Dudu, showing his prowess in combat, is wildly swinging and isn't really effective.
Well, he's going to lose his job as well. He's panicking now.
My go.
Yes.
Cool.
Triss is still maintaining the spell.
So shit.
28.
Yeah, you hit.
That's a 19.
Well, she's making sure people don't. The whole fucking army that's on the boat don't come running in.
It's fine.
That's only 10 damage.
I reckon we could hold the door.
And
1d10 fire damage because he hasn't chosen to put it out.
2.
He just throws himself off the boat. Wah!
Out the window.
Radovid, wildly swinging. 13.
Nope.
No, he is panicking massively.
He's like Anakin Skywalker right now.
He is wildly swinging around. He is without a friend in this room.
Take his head.
Dudu will take a swing.
Take his head.
God, Doo-Doo.
He doesn't hit.
I'm swinging. Oh, it's a 14. It's not good.
Is that it?
Yep.
Oh, you miss. Put off by this man that's swinging around.
On
He's
fire.
set on fire. You swing and
Do
you
I still do
miss.
fire damage?
Yeah,
You still do 1d10 fire damage. He didn't put it out. He's just trying to swing at people.
Fair. Make sure you get his crown.
Oh, 8.
Make sure you get his crown. We kind of need something.
His skin is starting to bubble, boil, char. Like his wounds are weeping. He looks worse for wear as he just swings. This is a king on his last legs.
That's really cool.
16.
Yeah, hits.
Got +7, don't forget.
No, I thought that was a 5. When
Oh,
I looked.
right,
I was
yeah,
like,
no.
"What?"
11 damage
11.
as he just catches you again with one of his wild swings.
Yeah, I'm bleeding through now. Like the
You looking-
stains are coming
You're
through.
looking worse for wear?
Yeah. the stains
Dudu
are starting
takes
to
a
come
swing.
through.
Doo-doo misses with his swing.
Dudu misses. You might as well just tell him to leave.
Just
Like, he's
stay over
fucking
there.
shite.
Stay over there.
I'm giving him a +5 to hit and he's still missing.
Really?
Yes.
Get out.
I was like, advantage on this hit because like you get a +5 to this. This guy's on fire,
Yeah.
What is that?
but he's still missing. I think he's just scared. I think he's just like poking at him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Keep it really far away.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Come on. 10. 19.
You hit.
No whammy, no whammy.
13 plus
I see his hit points.
6.
How do you want to do it?
So 19. How is he done?
He's done.
Um,
You've killed the king.
I could have killed him in one shot if I'd have gone inflict wounds.
No, he was originally on 71.
Oh, okay, that's all right. I saw that.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no, no.
45.
No,
I was
no,
like, honestly.
with that flailing, as his crown come off.
It has to.
yes,
Yeah,
I
eat
would
it.
say so.
Good. I want him to drop to his knees. And
He does.
I'm going to put it back on.
You will take fire damage. He's on fire.
That's fine.
Okay, 1d10 fire damage as you
1d10.
place the crown on his head.
He dies.
Yeah, could you imagine that everyone dies in the room? Triss is like, what the hell, man?
I guess I'll leave.
6.
You take 6 fire damage
Yep.
as you place the crown. But I'm going to say you don't react.
No.
As you place the crown on his head through gritted teeth, you just pop it back on his head. As he looks at you and his skin he's almost unrecognizable at this point.
And I'm going to put the sword on his shoulder and just rest it there, holding it. You need to die with honor, don't you, king? And then just take his head off.
You slice his head clean off. The crown falls off of the skull that's left. This melted head. and it dings across the floor and rolls and does that spin thing in a
You need
circle.
that crown.
And his body drops to the floor.
The body's in
I'm going to search him.
the... He's got to loot the body, of
Got to
course.
loot the body. Loot that body.
So you find a royal seal for letters and for writing whatever he wants to write and seal it off. You find his royal seal. You find some gold rings, necklaces, chains. He's got a few bits of gold on him. The crown is obviously over the other side of the room.
We need that.
You find a few letters that he was sending to and from different people, mainly his generals and bits and pieces like that. And also his jewel-encrusted short sword is
I'll take
laying
that.
on the floor as well. You take that?
I'll take that and the crown.
And it has a jewel-encrusted R on the hilt.
Yeah, I'll take all of that.
I am looting this motherfucker.
I will go to... Oh, I'll search the mountain as well.
I mean, he's got his warhammer, but other than that, he's got nothing.
No.
No.
Is it just a warhammer?
It's just a warhammer.
I'll leave it.
He does have. I'm going to say he's got a necklace that seems to be really fancy, perhaps given to him by Radovid himself as like a signature for his head bodyguard sort of thing. It's like a black.
Yeah, I'll take
pendant.
it. I'll take it. We'll probably get rid of it, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll walk up to Triss. We need to get out of here.
So she drops the spell,
I mean, that's easy.
and she's like, done. And she pulls her hands apart, and a portal opens up.
Walk through.
You walk through, you find yourself back in Putrid Grove.
And then Dimdish pops back in on the boat.
So Dimdish, I'm just going to write down a few places where you probably ended up. And you're going to
few.
roll.
A few. What is this, like a fucking save point or some shit?
No, I'm going to write down 10 locations that you could have ended up, and you're going to roll a d10.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, Dimdish is stuck again. Hey. It's like a Pokemon Center. Hey, Lee. It's like a Pokemon Center. I've been returned to the Pokemon Center.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thinking of some nice locations.
They're not nice locations. If he's saying they're nice locations, they're not. In a griffin's lair.
You can go get my horse.
Where from?
Your horse is in Putrid Grove, you're there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm there.
Yeah, you're there.
okay.
You're
Okay.
there.
You're
You're there
all
with
good.
the horse.
Oh, wait. Shouldn't one of them be Putrid Grove then? Because I've been there.
Might be.
I was about to say,
You might have some luck.
I'll have a 1 in 10 chance. Either that or the far side of, like, I go to Kaer Morhen. Imagine.
Just randomly turn up there.
Yeah.
Uncle Dimdish.
Uncle.
Uncle Dimdish. Ashley's there. Stabs him through when he lands. I told you I'd get you back.
Kicks me in the
Dead
dick.
because you turn up on 1 hit point. So if Ashley literally stabbed him as he got there, he'd kill you.
Just slap you. Unarmed strike.
Standing on me. One of them's got to be White Orchid. It's got to. Like, it makes sense. All these are safe places. The best place in Emir von Imris's chamber. Imagine. Oh, that'd be funny. Hey, Lee. I drop into Emir von Emmeris's bloody main chamber. You're probably wondering why I gathered you here. Don't mind me, Emir. I've just dropped in.
Okay, Dimdish. With the Witcher returning to Putrid Grove, we'll
Right.
get back to him, but first we need to find out where you ended up.
In the trails and
So roll a d10 for me, and I'll, we'll go from there.
yeah.
That's a 12.
that's yep. Okay. Cool.
D8.
Yeah, I was about to say
That's a D8.
9. 9.
Now I'll give you the chance. I'll give you one
Do you
chance.
want to take it or do you want to leave it?
One chance to re-roll. Do you want to re-roll or not? This is your one chance.
No.
Okay. So you awaken to find yourself in the middle of a town you're not familiar with. And you look around for a second, and there are people milling around. It looks like a pleasant place.
Am I still low?
Hmm?
Am I still
You're on
low?
one hit point. You look battered and bruised and beaten.
Yeah, but like, fucking-
And a man stops in the street when he sees you, and he runs over to you, and he's like, "My good man, are you okay? You look terrible."
a bit banged up. Are we alright?
You don't know the king's dead either.
I don't know what happened. No.
What happened? What happened to you?
I look at my ring. Don't really know.
Your ring has 4 rubies
And one of
around
them's
it,
missing?
and one of them is missing.
I know what happened. Where am I?
Are you telling me you don't know where you are?
Are you telling me that I'm asking you that I don't know where I am? Yes. I don't know where I am. Where am I?
You're in Littlefront. Littlefront in Kedwin. You are in a region you have never been to before. Far, far away. The witch's hometown, the place where he was found, Kedwin.
You fuck off. Is it because I heard his fucking hometown in his place, so it's chosen
You
there?
know he's from Kedwin.
Kedwin. I have not been here. Hold on a minute. I recognise Kedwin. The Witcher.
The man just looks at you. He's like, "Are you okay? Are you concussed?"
I am almost dead.
I mean, I can take you to a healer, and we can. So you heal yourself.
For 17 again.
I hope you don't know exactly.
That is it. by the way.
Exactly like that.
I'll take you to a healer. Oh, you look better.
He does the lips and everything. He just looks him right in the eyes.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
After the man said, "Have you got a head injury?"
I'm completely fine. Have you heard of a person? I forgot your name. My
Velimir.
brain. Yeah,
Velimir.
literally. I was going to say fucking Velimir. That's why. Have you heard of a person called Velimir?
No, sir.
What, Velimir of Kedwin?
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Oh, he's a witcher.
I never met a witcher in my life, sir.
Son of a bitch lied to me. He wasn't from Kedwin.
Just because one guy doesn't know him. Don't forget, he was taken from Kedwin as a child.
I know.
Right.
That means he's got a mum and dad somewhere. Oh.
No, they were massacred.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's depressing.
He was saved by Vesemir.
Oh, well, where's the pub? You got a pub?
Are you sure you don't want a doctor, sir?
I would like a drink.
It's just down there, and he points in the direction of a pub. You return to Putrid Grove, unaware of where Dimdish has gone, but successful. You know you've got bags full of spoils. What would you like to do? Waiting for you at Putrid Grove is Dijkstra Vernon Roach, the man you met very briefly, a woman you've never seen before, an older lady. Rather pretty. You
I'm
would
guessing
assume
that's
to be
Madam.
Madam Wildflower.
Yeah.
And the King of Beggars. They're all standing there.
I'll walk up to the king first.
Beggars, yep.
Pull out the crown. I'm still fucking battered. Like
Yes, you
I
are.
would limp over.
Yes.
Pull out the crown. It's done. Who wants it?
It's very easy to see that they all look at each other. And Dijkstra just steps forward. I believe it's best that I handle things for the time being.
Do you all agree?
Nobody is going to disagree. Every single one of them in unison just goes. They shut up and they just nod.
I will hand the crown over. I'm still going to hold it,
Yeah.
but I'll hand it over to him. Abuse his position, and I'll come for your head. Is that abundantly clear?
The idea is to negotiate with Emir now. To govern ourselves. Govern
And I
Temeria
will
ourselves.
slowly let go of the crown.
He takes it.
Where is Dimdish?
And Triss looks at you, and you can see she looks quite solemn. I sensed a surge of power when the soldier was about to kill him. Residual magic of teleportation. I have no idea where to, though. It's untraceable. I don't know where he's gone. I'm sorry.
I need to find him.
And on that note, we end season 2 of The Witcher, The Search for Ciri. If you've got any questions or queries, or just want to see what we're up to, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at How Not to Summon, or join our Discord at How Not to Summon a Podcast, or go to our Linktree to find all our links, or go to our YouTube to find all our vids. You can join us next week.
Are we going to do a review?
We'll do...
No.
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 Nah.
Fuck you. You don't get a review this time.
You can join us next week, where we begin season 2 of The Outsiders. Unless you've got a new name.
Nope.
Oh,
The
season,
Insiders.
season
Technically,
2
that's right.
Oh, it would be the Justice League.
of our superhero thing.
Oh, so then we're
It
just...
is a season 2, though, of
It
The
is a
Outsiders,
season 2.
technically, isn't it? Yeah.
Season 2.
Season 2 of The Outsiders, everybody. Minus Humphrey Fastfinger Spriggett. Unfortunately, he passed away.
R.I.P.
Moved on.
I've been your DM, Sheeny Senpai.
I've been your lost dwarf,
And I've
Dimdish.
been your Kingslayer.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Ta-ra.
Determined hearts face the lifeless night. Glowing eyes and breath of fire. We press on through the muck and mire. Velimir leads with strength and grace. Dimdish guides with faith we embrace. And the witch her magic pure. Together strong, together endure. Legends rise from battles they win. Echoes of tales where the shadows begin. Ciri's voice from dreams afar, guiding them like a distant star. Velimir leads weeds with strength and grace. Dimdish guards with faith weave the lifeless night. Glowing eyes and breath of fire. We press on through the muck and mire. Velimir leads with strength and grace. Dimdish guards with faith we embrace. And the witch her magic pure. Together strong,